All right, what's good, y'all? We got a high requested topic today. A lot of people sent me this to do a reaction to. So, hey, I peeped it. I've seen it a few times up and down the timeline talking about Houston DLs, but I thought that we've been used to this, y'all. I've been seeing this happening since, probably like a good 5 years. In every major black city or where it has a majority of colored people, they got one of these lists, I felt like. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't think it was going to be all that, but it went a little viral in the community. So Houston DL list, trans women faces backlash for exposing men in her DMs.
I say, nigga, I'm from the dirty south.
I'm going to say something about that real quick. Women really, when I see women do that and they be happy that they not messing with a bisexual dude or whatever, I just be like, dang, the homophobia is really that thick. Like, they really got y'all feeling like, I think while women, well, let me finish my statement. They really got y'all feeling like, there's the majority of straight men still. I could tell, but women feel inferior to men because if we can do them and do their niggas, like bisexual men specifically, like myself, they don't like us because we can smash them and they do. That's too powerful. They need to be able to control a dude with, dangling their vagina over a dude head and, or feeling like they're in competition with another woman, which makes them feel better about themselves, which is all insecure. It's all rooted from insecurity. So it'd just be amazing to me to see that women was like so geeked to see that they dude wasn't on the list, because your dude could be on the list and not be DL because the trans could have been just a hater mad because they couldn't get the dude, so they just put him on there. Or your dude is not on the list and he could still be DL, so I don't understand. I just think women don't like the idea of bisexuality or gay men that are masculine because it messes up everything that they think about men and it makes them question all the other men that they dated. So I just wanted to say that real quick, but let's continue.
I say,
Did you hear about the trans woman who created the Houston DL list, exposing all the men who be up in her DMs? Everybody's talking about all the men who've been exposed, but nobody's talking about exposing her. On Facebook, she calls herself Aaliyah Zani Batiz, and she describes herself as a transgender woman who is such a beautiful contradiction. But ain't nothing beautiful about what she did. To me, it's disgusting, self-hating behavior. Aaliyah is using her identity as a trans woman to hurt men because they're attracted to her? Come on, choose a side. If you really believe you're a woman and men are jumping into your DMs, what is there to expose? You're a woman. If you're exposing men for being attracted to you, does that mean you believe you're a man? And look at the type of pictures she posts. Showing off, looking good. She's setting thirst traps for men and then getting mad because they want something to drink. Did you hear about the trans woman? She's shaming men.
Facts. Just to say something on that, that's just like straight men going around here sagging, and when a dude try to holler, and then all of a sudden it's a problem. Don't bait people if you don't want that attention. Don't dress a certain way if you don't want attention from certain demographics of people. Women are not checking for boys' butts, and of course men are going to look at you as a trans woman shaking your butt or whatever, and you look like a woman, you pass as a woman, you're going to be attracting straight men. So I don't understand that. I feel them.
Shaming men for liking her? That sounds like self-hatred to me. What Aaliyah is doing is not helping women. She's actually embarrassing trans women and pushing men back farther into the closet. For the record, if you've never heard it before, there is nothing wrong with men being attracted to men, and there's nothing wrong with men being attracted to trans women. Attraction is not a choice, but men have to hide it because male homosexuality is considered to be a weakness. Yep. Homosexuality is not a weakness. It's not a flaw. We were designed to love each other. Yeah, we got the women out here talking about,
you attracted to men, so what the fuck, if all the men disappear, what you gonna do?
All right, y'all, I gotta react to that part right quick. Y'all, the whole statement that Kaya made is not homophobic. I don't know how y'all got that twisted up into making it a homophobic statement. She clearly says the point of liking men, you like men because you like men. If all the men disappear and everybody act like a girl and everybody's feminine and flamboyant, who's going to be attracted to each other? That's what she's trying to say. Not y'all are sissies and like that's what y'all heard. Like y'all got such a victim mindset. I need y'all to get out of that, please. We are sometimes victims. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. But I feel like y'all done gotten victimized so much that now y'all don't have the ability to discern the difference. Like that is a valid question in our community, and that's not just women saying that. That's men. That's all kinds of mass for mass say that all the time. How is y'all expecting us? How is y'all mad at us? Criticizing us, trying to talk down on us and belittle us because we don't want to be interested in you. You want to say we feminine because we attracted to masculinity. That's a feminine trait. That's a cloak for you to hide under to defend yourself and deflect the fact that it's a true statement. Instead of deflecting, focus on the statement at hand. If all the gays and bisexuals, I'm going to say gays, is going to be feminine, flamboyant, act just like the opposite sex, like girls, who's going to be attracted to each other? That is a valid issue in our community, and y'all try to blame them and make it like they was being homophobic when it's actually something we need to focus on in this community because that's real. That is a contradiction to this whole shit. So I'm not knocking nobody. No, I'm not saying that, it's a problem to be feminine or anything, but y'all do want to acknowledge that, okay, let's think about this here. That's 1 + 1 = 2. If you're a man attracted to other men, why would you be attracted to a dude that looks and acts just like a female? That's all that statement is saying. That's it. Quit trying to make it something else to feel better about yourself and feel attacked and make it like it's somebody else got a problem. And learn how to address issues in a solution-based mindset instead of feeling attacked and victimized all the time. And that's the only way you can respond if you're victimized. I noticed that about the gay black community. Because of all the suppression and being put down so much, I'll say some of the realest stuff and it won't get acknowledged. But when I say something that y'all disagree with, then all of a sudden here come all the acknowledgement and all the disagreement. But what about the real shit I said? Y'all only have the ability to respond to something that triggers you. Y'all need to get out of that. That's toxic. All right, let's continue.
But that don't even matter because they're not looking for love. They're looking for a rescuer. Instead of shaming them, women need to free men to love whoever they want to. So then when they really choose us, we know it's real. Aaliyah was wrong.
Honey, ooh, she real? Ooh, that was nasty. That was nasty, y'all. I'm so impressed. Like, she just said everything I be trying to say towards the straight people. So that was real. Like, that is why I tell women that they need to accept bisexual men. Not because I'm just stingy, I want to have access. It's this ego thing, pride thing. No, it's, hey, I'm watching y'all make the same mistake over and over, complain about how this nigga's that, this nigga's this, and then you find out that he's gay, and then you wonder why you wonder why we are saying what we're saying. You can't actually choose a straight man when you're homophobic because as soon as you express homophobia, that nigga's gonna shut down any way of expressing anything to you. He ain't gonna be vulnerable. He might not even cry in front of you now because now you're gonna think he a punk. Like, y'all women have to be sensitive and soft and allow dudes to come to y'all in emotional ways. Y'all cannot be just like men. Because a woman that doesn't want to be soft won't allow him to be a man. A bisexual dude might like that because, like myself, I might like a masculine female sometime. I also like a soft female, but a masculine female, if she want to run everything and I just, treat her like a princess and, like shit like that, I'm kind of cool with that too. But I don't know if a straight dude would be cool with that because you're too masculine. You're not allowing him to be vulnerable. You're not sensitive and soft enough for him. He's not the soft one. You're the hard one. He's not sensitive. You're insensitive. And a lot of women don't understand that. All right. So, yeah, she said a very good mouthful, and I'm so impressed. All right. Real talk. So let's continue.
For exposing these men. She's shaming men.
Apparently, Houston is in shambles, and y'all just not realizing it. Because a tranny got online and dropped a whole DL receipt list like she was the motherfucking IRS, okay? She posted all the DL men in her inbox. DL baby daddies, pastors, the nigga that fits the alternator. I saw one of my old coworkers on that list, and I said, oh, that's why he used to bring 2 phones to work. But what really got me is y'all ain't mad at the men who sent the messages. Y'all mad at her for telling. Now listen, am I saying that everybody she posted was on a DL? No. What I'm saying is DL men exist in every city, but y'all love to play dumb about it. I saw one nigga on the internet talk about Houston turning into the new Atlanta. Correction, babe. Houston been the new Atlanta. Dallas been the new Atlanta. Detroit been the new Atlanta. St. Louis been the new Atlanta. DL men are at an all-time high, and it is not just in Atlanta, boo. You probably sitting next to a DL nigga right now and don't even know it. He texting his homeboy 3 heart eye emojis and you still thinking they just close.
All right, now, off of what they said, what he said about basically he defended her for outing him. Now, what I will say about the what I will say on that end is, I think that they trans, gay dudes, bisexual, all of us, we tend to some of us can get to a point where I'm tired of being singled out like I'm like one of the only ones around here. Like there's so many of these niggas, like, bro, like if y'all don't get up off my nuts, like, so I feel like I can relate to that. But I still will never go this far as to going and outing all these people because, for one, like the beginning said, if you're supposed to be a woman, why are you doing that? Now, I'm speaking on that end, but even from me personally, I would never do it because if they gave me a piece of them, I'm not getting ready to expose them. It's no different from anybody else I sleep with. If it's a dude that I fuck with, I'm not getting ready to tell his business. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he gave me the cakes and I was his first and all that. I do have respect, even if they are DL. So I'm never doing no shit like this. But just to say why I understand why some gay people do. That's the only reason why I wanted to just put that out there. So let's continue.
Apparently Houston is in shambles and y'all just
thought about it. Like, no shade. Like, DLs and trans are kind of made for each other. Because, like, they both are delusional. No shade to the trans community because I know y'all bitches y'all sensitive. But, like, y'all really made for each other. Let me go into detail, though. Because a DL man, he not going to feed into the delusion of him actually messing with a full-blown man. So he gonna mess with a trans person that's under the delusion that they're an actual girl, but you're a man. You know? Like, I'm not throwing shade. It's a realization.
Ooh, that was kind of nasty too, because he kind of hitting on something. If you are a DL dude, but you'll pass over a nigga like me because I just present and I'm masculine and I look like a dude, so that make you feel gay, but then you'll go and mess with somebody who is a trans or a real super flamboyant dude that want to be a woman, because that make you feel better about, like, that make you not feel like you gay. And then the trans woman is like, oh no, they're not gay. That's why they be saying that. That's why they be like, oh no, if he likes trans women, he's not gay. Because y'all are also trying to think just like straight women that there's only one or the other. Bisexual men will be still into a trans woman. So if y'all call them gay, then that's the same thing. And it does take for the dude to be bisexual to mess with you because you have male parts. So dang, now I see he just hit something. So basically, that's why they defend and say that if a dude likes trans and he's not gay and they call themselves real women, because they look at it like if you're attracted to all this feminine, flamboyant stuff, then that makes you straight. But there are gay dudes that like feminine, flamboyant dudes that do not consider themselves trans women. So we all are on a spectrum and everybody's trying to double it back to just this one single-handed thing. You're either gay or straight, you're either gay or straight. No, there's a spectrum and then y'all not acknowledging it.
Y'all,
if you are a woman, how you say you are a woman, what is there to expose? You exposing a list of men who's attracted to you, who's trying to get with you, is you calling yourself the man that you don't want nobody else to call you. Just a snack for thought.
You're a woman, you're just not biologically a woman, and men are interested in you. You're a woman, so men are supposed to be interested in you. So by you shaming these men for being attracted to you, I feel like that's promoting toxic masculinity, because it's just like, are you a woman or are you not a woman? Like, if you went through the sex change and you actually feel like
all right, first let's stop throwing around these words, these isms, and this toxic masculinity and all of that. Like, we need to address people personally and stop doing the whole summing up, because that shit can go all ways. Let me continue to hear what she got to say though, real quick.
a woman, what is there to shame? Because I would never open up my DMs and be like, oh my gosh, all of these men are in here, I'm exposing y'all, so y'all girlfriends and y'all wives. Like,
I'll tell you why the trans does that to y'all women, because they're trying to compete with y'all women. They want to show y'all think y'all got all the niggas, but I'm gonna show you that nah, we got the niggas too. That's all that was. It was like a scorekeeping thing. Like, you know, nah, we equal to y'all. They want to be so equal to y'all so bad, and they just cannot manifest relish in their transness. Like, to me, if I was trans, I would be boastful about that, because that means you have all these abilities. Like, when you consider yourself a woman, that is limited because you can't even have a kid. So what you should want to do is embrace being trans, because that makes you like a superhuman, like a supernatural human. Like, you can get penetrated, you can penetrate, you can do men, you can do. But I guess y'all not into women, but you know, I know some trans that have done that. However, y'all have all these abilities. You get to pass as a woman if you do, or you get to switch it on and off, be a man one day, be a woman the next. Like, you get to play with it. So to me, you should embrace that instead of trying to be just like a woman. You know how much shit women go through? Why would you want to be just like a woman? One. And then two, you would never be able to compete with a woman, because women don't... You don't have the women parts, okay? I'm sorry, I just had to keep it straight cut. You don't have the women parts. Women have abilities you will never have, and it's okay. Respect women as their identifier, so that, and then get in it to embrace yours and be confident about yours, so that you can embrace it as your transness, because that is real. But I do understand y'all got this whole, there's this whole eraser going on with the current, you know, administration involved and everything. I did not agree with them, you know, saying that trans just doesn't exist no more. Like, we're not going to consider it no more. I don't agree with that. You're supposed to give people respect as their person of who they want to be, as long as they're not hurting nobody. Now, I feel like they fucked y'all up with the whole, when people started coming out transracial and all this other trans shit, that's when it messed it up for the trans community, real talk, because it made the majority of society realize that, oh shit, this could be a rabbit hole that just goes anywhere. So yeah, just want to say that, but let's continue.
Like, if you know that you're a woman at heart and men are attracted to you because biologically they should be attracted to you, what is there to expose? So I get exactly what he's talking about, where when they get mad or they don't get what they want, or they want to one up biological women, they be like, see your man in my DM, or see, or you're a woman, what's wrong with somebody man being cheating? It's basically to prove like we are the blueprint, like we are y'all, like we are above y'all. So I have seen like little debates and discourse online between trans women and biological women, which is really weird, because at the end of the day, if you feel like you're a woman and you're one of us, then you're one of us. But if you post stuff like this online and you're exposing these men for being attracted to you, I feel like you're setting the community back. Where when they get mad or...
My take on this whole Houston DL list is this: there is a demographic of queer men that are married and not out, but because of patriarchy and homophobia, a lot of men are forced back into the closet because of how shunned the black community is. There's a DL list that was posted in Houston by a trans woman. It wouldn't be DL, but I digress. I'm just really worried about her, whoever she is, because it sounds like someone got in her head to risk her own safety. All right, you know what? There was a lot of different opinions on that. I love that kind of slideshow right there. They didn't just give one type of message. They gave a mixture so that, you know, it could be a real conversation. So, all right, y'all, what I think about this is that, you know, that trans woman let her insecurities and this lifestyle and the suppression and all the anger and issues get the best of her. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I do believe that if men are attracted to trans women, that they are bisexual. not straight, because they still have man parts. Now, if they get the surgery, then we can go into the argumentable field. But then because they still can't have a kid, most men are going to want that. But there's different strokes for different folks, and you know, somebody might like that. I don't agree with outing people. Not about safety, but I will throw safety in there because yes, that does count. I automatically assume when I saw this post that this person left Houston when they made this, because there's no way you feel safe walking around after you just did that. So I think that they definitely left the city. If not, I hope they do. And to the DL dudes, I don't believe that everybody on that list was DL. I feel like I know the community like the back of my hand, and some of these people is fake and fraudulent, and they do shit out of spite and anger because they're miserable. So I'm not going to say every single last dude on that list would be considered actually gay or DL or whatever. You just never know. The only people who know this is people who done slept with these niggas. That's the only people. Or the people who done caught them in the act. Otherwise, you would never know. That's just how this is set up, you know? And what else? I think I pretty much wrapped that on up while I was recording. So, hey, I like that. Whatever it is y'all be doing, continue to send me them videos that y'all want me to react to, because this one was fire. So, yeah, y'all know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to see y'all on the next one, because Kel so say so. All right, peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.